This is called Miss Nelson is Missing. The kids in room 207 were misbehaving again. Spitballs stuck to the ceiling, paper planes whizzing through the air. They were the worst behaved class in the whole school. "Now settle down," said Mrs. Nelson. But the class would not settle down. They whispered and giggled. They squirmed and made faces. They were even rude during story hour. And they always refused to do their lessons. "Something will have to be done," said Mrs. Nelson. The next morning, Miss Nelson did not come to school. "Wow," yelled the kids. "Now we can really act up." They began to make more spitballs and paper planes. "Today, let's just be terrible," they said. "Not so fast," hissed an unpleasant voice. A woman in an ugly black dress stood before them. "I am your new teacher, Mrs. Viola Swamp." And she rapped the desk with her ruler. "Where is Miss Nelson?" asked the kids. "Never mind that," snapped Miss Swamp. "Open those arithmetic books." Mrs. Nelson did as they were told. They could not see that Miss Swamp was a real witch. She meant business. Right away she put them to work, and she loaded them down with homework.
Like me? Like me?
Like you do homework. "We'll have no story hour today," said Mrs. Swamp. "Keep your mouth shut. Sit perfectly still.
Me?
And if you misbehave, you'll be sorry," said Mrs. Swamp.
Like me?
Yes.
I'm so sorry, Daddy.
The kids in room 207 had never worked so hard. Days went by and there was no sign of Mrs. Nelson.
Nelson.
The kids
Daddy.
missed Miss Nelson. "Maybe we should try to find her," they said. Some of them went to the police. "She's missing." Detective McSwog was assigned to the case. He's gonna find him. She's gonna find Miss Nelson. He listened to their story. He scratched his chin. He said. "I think Miss Nelson is missing." Detective McSmog would not be much help. Other kids went to Mrs. Nelson's house. The shades were tightly drawn, and no one answered the door. In fact, the only person they did see was the wicked Miss Viola Swamp coming up the street. "If she sees us, she'll give us more homework." They got away just in time. "Maybe something terrible happened to Mrs. Nelson. Maybe she got gobbled up by a shark," said one of the kids. But that didn't seem likely. "Maybe Miss Nelson went to Mars," said one other kid. But that didn't seem likely either. "I know," exclaimed the one who knew it all. "Maybe Mrs. Nelson's car was carried off by a swarm of angry butterflies." But that was the least likely of all. The kids in room 207 became very discouraged. It seemed that Miss Nelson was never coming back, and they would be stuck with Miss Viola Swamp forever. They heard footsteps in the hall. "Here comes the witch," they whispered. "Hello, children," someone said in the sweetest voice. It was Mrs. Nelson. "Did you miss me?" she asked. We certainly did, cried all the kids. Where were you? That's my little secret, said Mrs. Nelson. How about a story hour? Oh, yes, cried the little kids.
I see it.
You do? Miss Nelson noticed that during story hour, no one was rude or silly. What brought about this lovely change, she asked. That's our little secret, said the little kid.
It's a picture.
See?
No, this the camera.
Back home, Miss Nelson took off her coat and hung it in the closet. Right away, next to the ugly black dress, when it was time for bed, she sung a little song. I'll never tell, she said to herself with a smile. You see?
Me?
P.S. Detective McSwag is working on a new case. He's now looking for Miss Viola Swamp. The end. Did you like the story, Cody?
Yes.
What did you learn from this story? Who do you think Miss Nelson was? Where do you think she went?
Home.
She went home?